Hey, can you find a water bottle for me?
Something so simple.
Hi, Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Tuesday, June the 5th. Well, Arkansas made history this week. It became the first state in the United States to require able-bodied adults to work as a condition of receiving Medicaid insurance coverage. This has been touted as quite an achievement by Governor Asa Hutchinson. I noticed that the National Medicaid Supervisor, Seema Verma, said that this was a model of community engagement. Community engagement means work, and work a certain number of hours, even if you can't find a job, and learn how to use a computer. And if you can't find transportation, you better find some out, or you're going to lose your health insurance. That's community engagement this time. There's been some interesting national articles written about it today. One about how it is punishing, is likely going to deprive people who do in fact work, but perhaps not on a regular basis, are going to lose their health insurance. And also the fact that Arkansas is only spending about $1 million to implement this program. Kentucky's spending $190 million by comparison. They think it's good to force people to somehow learn to use computers, even if they don't have broadband access and can't afford a computer. It's a really mean approach to this. It's designed to reduce the number of people on Medicaid and reduce the state's bill, no more or less, and also please the religious right, which thinks poor people deserve to be punished a little bit because they've earned their status in life, that they aren't deserving of things. Well, elsewhere in Arkansas this week, you may run into people carrying petitions for various ballot initiatives. There are now people working to gather signatures on an amendment that would add 2 new casinos to the state with the 2 we already have at racetracks. There's a proposal circulating to raise the minimum wage from $8.50 to $12 an hour over a period of years. And also they're trying to finish action on a new term limits amendment that would shorten the current limit of 16 years to 10 years. If you see these people, they've got to gather quite a few signatures, 60 to 80,000 by July the 6th. The biggest news today, I guess nationally, is of course Donald Trump making news in reality TV fashion. He canceled a session today to honor the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the National Football League championship. Not enough Eagles were going to attend. He's turning this into his usual fight over the national anthem, that somehow this is a reflection on the players and their disrespect for the military. It's no such thing. None of the Philadelphia Eagles kneeled for the national anthem during the football season. Many of them did charity work. One player gave his entire salary to charity. These are pretty good guys who've spoken pretty eloquently. They just didn't want to be part of a political stunt. Well, it'll be a political stunt anyway. The president's going to make the Marine Band and the Army Chorus appear and sing the national anthem so he can drum up some more hatred against, gee, surprise, coincidentally, majority black group of football players. Wonder what that's about. Well, they announced this morning that there's a tech startup underway in Little Rock. It's called Lumo Exchange. It's going to be a way by your handy cell phone and cooperating people to get the best rate on buying foreign currency and delivering it in a foreign land. Will this be a big thing for Little Rock? We don't know yet, but it is a product of one of the ventures underway to try and encourage tech development in the town. So there is that. Remember Webb Hubbell, former mayor of Little Rock, Supreme Court justice, got in trouble with the law during the Clinton administration, indicted 3 times by Kenneth Starr, went to prison on one of those cases. Well, he's in North Carolina now writing novels, and he's been chosen to be among 60 people that the biggest newspapers in that state are going to go to talk about important policy issues in the races on the ballot in North Carolina this year. Webb Hubbell is now an influencer in North Carolina. He's moved on beyond a tough time in the 1990s. And Miss America makes news. They're going to no longer judge contestants, the new leaders of the organization say, based on appearances, but on what they hope to be and accomplish as women. The leader of the Miss America organization now is Regina Hopper. She's a former Miss Arkansas, UA graduate, lawyer, former TV news correspondent, and she says they're going to set out to do something different than just being a pageant for bathing beauties as the contest was originally designed. How that'll do for TV ratings, I can't say. We'll see in September when they're scheduled to be back on the air. That's it for today. Resist everything there is to resist because the list grows. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back tomorrow.